Hey guys, it's Monday afternoon. I got a puppy in my lap. Look, there's Tuck, there's Macy. They're wondering when Daddy's coming inside. How's your day going? Listen, I'm the Melanie Hinds, your fastest Iraqi Dinar summary on the net. I did a live stream, then I did a members live. You can go watch it. It talks about your mindset and how you can change your mindset. That was fun. And now I'm going to do the Iraqi Dinar summary. So, oil steadies as OPEC weighs output hike. Guys, because they're pushing a lot of oil out of, through Turkey, through the Kurdistan region, guys, so we must be close. And so they're saying the oil's going to go down. As the volume goes out, the prices go down. It's just the way economics works. That's economics 101. You understand that if you have the degrees I have and, worked in the financial world for a long time. So that's typical. Gold hits a new high, which makes their currency that much more valuable. And obviously they're blaming news high as the U.S. shutdown and Fed cuts bets fuel rally. They think everything's going to go up. So we'll see, guys. And I just think it's kind of funny. And then the Ankara seeks refinery role in new oil agreement with Baghdad and Erbil. Ankara's in Turkey. They're looking to do a new agreement, but it's a draft. It's a joint oil agreement that includes significant revisions, among them construction of 4 refineries in northern Iraq with limited Turkish participation, source told Fox News. So those are not yet set. So we'll see what happens. And then evidently Iran's free market dollar climbs to highest level in months because of the sanctions on Iran. So we'll see what happens there. And then we go to everybody else. You've got Claire, who says, article, CBI governor reports progress on banking reform. Quote, Central Bank of Iraq Governor Ali Moshin Al-Alak said the CBI has achieved its objective on banking reform and has begun implementing them according to set timelines. We all know, if we read that Forex article that I've shared many times, that's supposedly on the back screens of Forex at 481.01 for US dollars, 81.01 per dinar. And it's on the back rate, and they said it's according to coordinated political timing. So if it says begun implementing them according to set timelines, guys, if they have this up-to-date banking system that everybody says, and it's run by AI, they can do it anytime. So then you've got Frank 26. According to Firefly, Alak said the reforms for the banks had been achieved, and now we are implementing them. Are set in a time frame. Frank said, do you understand the weight of these words? He's telling you exactly what they just did. What more can he say to us? He just made the announcement. That's Frank's perspective. What do you think? Firefly, he said banking reforms have been achieved and now we are implementing them, which are in set timelines. Frank said, the end. He said banking reforms are the cornerstone of investment projects. Amen. Every day it just gets louder and louder. This is exciting. There's no doubt about it. Then Mark Z was asked, what do you think is holding the RV up? Mark Z said, I just think we are watching the final moments of this game play out right now. And then there was a post by Mountain Goat, and I read it on my live stream, but I'm going to kind of try to summarize it. It says, as investors in the Iraqi dinar, we just experienced a breakthrough we've all been waiting for. Yes, waiting for a decade. I've been in this 12 years. How long you been? Or 13 years now. How long have you been in it? Put your years down below. Don't share how much currency you have, please, for your own safety. It said most totally overlook what just happened. I didn't overlook it. We read multiple articles since March on the disputes between Baghdad, Kurdistan, and SOMO and other oil companies. According to Iraq, these disputes are now all solved and the tripart agreement cemented. So let me explain further the impact of what just happened. I thought this was a good summary, so I'm going to include it in the I thought his insights were good, so I'm including it here. I think it's really good to see other people's perspectives. So this says, many ask me, how can Iraq afford to pay out billions and billions of US dollars in order to exchange all these dinar investors? Now, what's great about this recording is you'll be able to replay it. It says, if Iraq is selling oil for petrodollars, then why is it so hard to see that our dinar exchanges will be backed by oil? Yes, oil will pay for it. So the U.S. is investing in Iraqi oil. What the U.S. Treasury is going to is loan out the money for our exchanges, knowing that later it has guarantees to broker the oil and buy from Iraq at lower than market prices. The U.S. Treasury is going to mark up the oil and bring it to market at the market level prices, thus resell it to the thirsty world and make a profit. the U.S. will make billions, even trillions on this. This is why they are fronting the money for our exchanges. What do you think? You might have to listen to it over and over again. I read it just as he said it. What do you think? Frank 26, he quotes an article, Central Bank Governor, we are beginning to see non-oil financial revenues. Wonderful. That's exactly what you need. You cannot just rely on oil. Here's another reason why your exchange rate is ready to come out. We will soon see the beginning of a new exchange rate. Pimpy, I'll read what he says. This is a good thing that this is happening. You should be very happy about it. It is, Iraq is putting on their big boy pants for the moment. What do we have here? They're off the exotic currencies list. Iraq is not currently being monitored by the U.S., their currency anyways, but their banking system is. Now, if we're monitoring their banking system, we have been reporting for a while that the U.S. Treasury has the 8th floor, along with the auditors of the Central Bank of Iraq. I think they're there to learn, because that new system which is all encompassing, state of the art on their borders, their ports, their toll places on their highways, and businesses have to be audited. There's 3 different sets of auditors. K2 integrity is for anybody that's not in the government. They're being audited by Ernst & Young. The central bank is being audited by Oliver & Wyman. And with the U.S. Treasury being there for the last couple of years, they are learning the system inside and out, because that system's already in America. Trump already passed all the legislation for that to happen, for stable coins. Different banks can choose whatever stable coin they want. We know Bank of America chose Ripple's RLUSD. I might have misspoke on the last summary I did, which was only 7 minutes. JP Morgan chose Coinbase, and their stable coin that is on Coinbase, which is USDC, but you can get the USDC stable coin anywhere, just as you could probably get the RLUSD stable coin anywhere. But the banks can choose whatever stable coin they want to run that digital banking system. It's all going digital. Trump just said something this morning, I think it was announced on Facebook, that he's passed an order to allow digital payments. All we care about is Iraq, but if the U.S. is that far caught up, it's done. I'm just saying, it's done. When you understand how all the systems have to talk to each other to be a global financial system, amen? It's all going to be quantum. It's all going to be good. People that are holding the cryptos are going to benefit. People that are holding gold are going to benefit, because that's going to be backing a lot of these things. It's going to be gold, which is going up in value. It's over 3,800, and the oil in the ground. Militiaman, I suggest we're going to see a redenomination, a revaluation, and we're going to see an application of a real effective exchange rate. I think it's got legs. It has more than legs. It's got a lot of support. He said he thinks it's in cement. That might even be a component of why it's going to work. It is truly cement. Sandy Ingram, Iraq overprinted the money because of this. If they adjusted the currency, the entire country would go economically. She's not understanding the full picture, in my opinion. But she does say, we know Iraq is on track. They are working hard. It goes above and beyond oil. Iraq is positioning itself to be great financially and historically. I think it's done. I think they have all the pieces in place. I think they've been studying inflation for a long time, and these digital systems are key. Sampson says, article, U.S. confirms its participation in facilitating the opening of the Iraqi-Turkey pipeline. It will benefit it will benefit us. Guys, there's so many countries. You cannot keep track of all the companies that are doing business in Iraq. There's so many. There was 1,000 MOUs last time we were talking to the military there. So Frank 26 says, pay close attention. You cannot take a pair of scissors and remove the 3 zeros. That's what I've been saying for a long time. I think I said this yesterday. It bears worth repeating. It is removed from the digital rate, which I checked this morning is still 0.00076 on Google. If you look at the IQD to USD rate. So guys, it's done. There's not much else to say. Don't baby. So it says, Mountain Goat, their other post says, oil agreement to deliver Kurdistan oil to Somo and export it to via Cyan in accordance with the Constitution and the budget. They referenced the new Iraqi Constitution, which was the basis for the HAL. They had to get the oil and gas law in place somehow to make the management of their oil resources stated in a formal law. So we have not yet seen the oil and gas law passed in Parliament, but this is coming very soon. Guys, all we're doing is waiting, I think. And then Walking Stick said, we signed the Oliver and Wyman documents. All private banks did. Oliver and Wyman was over the Central Bank of Iraq. Aki is one of the bankers that Frank knows. I'm pretty sure Walking Stick is with Frank. They all signed it, right? So, guys, all the paperwork has been signed. The systems are in. I think everything's ready to go. What do you think? Pempe even said, we have convenient, the central bank said, we have foreign reserves capable of defending the exchange rate. This means you can help control it when it goes up and when it goes down in value using your own foreign reserves to control the exchange rate. They're saying they have enough to protect it. And even Pempe said that is outstanding. Guys, everybody's positive. Everybody thinks this is time. What do you think? Comment down below. I wish you would subscribe, tap the bell, and share. I love you. I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for my regularly scheduled live where I get a word from God every day, and then we go through any details as they remain unchanged. I love you all. This could be about 11 minutes. I hope you watch. I hope you love it. And give me a positive comment down below. God bless.